to start streaming
Jerry!
in HD. Sort of. It's at least HQ.
Yeah,
It's at least HQ.
I would say so. I would say it's at least HQ.
Kilgore Void, hello. Lucky Bat, ayo.
Hey. Jeez, you guys get on before I do.
Craig Turpin. Alright, all of my GENESTEALERS have been pajamaed. So it's time to start highlighting the blue carapace.
Very exciting.
Oop, I need my US utilities. I got all tingly seeing those Patreon names today. Aww.
Yeah.
This video was brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
We're the new PBS, but not publicly funded.
No.
Privately funded. Hey, Brewer Marcy. Hey, Joey Flores. Pajade. Craig Turpin. Really appreciate the production quality of the design video today.
Yeah, we tried.
Well, thank you. We tried indeed. It's a good one. And part 2 is going to be good too. Or as well. You never want to put your 2s in a row. Ducks in a row is good, not 2s in a row.
Right now I'm painting with a heavy blue, probably a 25% mix. It's 75% heavy blue, 25% black. And I'm doing my first highlight, which is barely a highlight. I'm just hitting kind of big raised areas on the carapace. Love GENESTEALERS. I never played a lot of Space Hulk, the board game, but I've actually played a lot of the board game port to video game. Like there's a Steam version of Space Hulk. And it's a great game. It's exactly like the board game. The only problem is there's an undo button. Oh, it's hard not to want to play with that undo button.
Right.
It's just sitting there. I wish I could turn it off.
I mean, this might turn into an argument, and this might end EonsOfBattle. But I feel the same way about FTL, the pausing.
Ooh. No pause runs can definitely be fun. I think, though, like, I am at a point in FTL where if I'm playing on easy, I'll definitely make it to the final boss. And I'll probably beat the final boss. But on medium and hard, I will lose. Oh, without pausing? No, I'll probably lose. I'll probably lose without pausing. But on medium or hard, I lose.
Yeah.
So I definitely think no pause run is fun, but you definitely need pause to beat the game.
Yeah. Are there some savages out there that do it without pausing?
There's people who've devoted their lives to FTL who play like on hard mode with no shields, no pause run.
Oh my god. That's pretty fun.
Ooh.
Hooded Man is painting some grots.
I love grots. I want to do a 20 grot kill team.
Grots.
I hear it's super competitive.
Yeah. I mean, if you have that, you win the game.
There are definitely, though, some armies
that
that would probably struggle to wipe out the 20 grots and take objectives. Like, if you're doing something like Custodes, where you have very few bodies, I bet that can be a tricky matchup.
That's very true.
Today's video was great. You guys actually got a vampire ghoul to sit in for Jay. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. He was
expensive.
It was expensive.
That's why we started the Patreon. Yep, a good 10,000 buccarinos right down the drain.
What?
So we need to recoup that.
What year was the Space Hulk video game? I don't know. It's on Steam. It's not Deathwing. Deathwing looks pretty badass, but I'm sure my computer can't run it because it's a Mac. And Macs don't like games.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah.
But yeah, that the undo button was hard. Because it's just sitting there and you're like, no, I shouldn't touch it. If I make a mistake, that's part of the game. I need to live with it.
I like to think it like lights up. It's like shiny. Yeah, you know? It like really entices
you. Suck. Click here. That's what it says.
Yeah. It's like, you're a little bitch. Click me.
And all of the Space Hulk levels in the rulebook are ported over to the video game. And some of them are hard. Some of them are really, really hard for the Terminators to win. Is this enough contrast? I think I need to mix in more blue. Because I'm not really noticing a difference. Yeah, just maybe a little more blue. October 18th, Space Hulk Tactics, fairly new. I don't think that's correct, because I was playing this, like, 5 years ago. There were updates for the game. You could be looking at a 2018 update.
Maybe they made a new version of it.
They should have. It didn't look amazing. They did a weird thing where they made the in-game models look almost exactly like the board game models, which meant everything looked a little plasticky. Which I guess is correct, but like if you're gonna be a video game, you might as well, yeah,
spice it up. Vault Dweller boy, GENESTEALERS more like time stealers with how much time it takes to paint them.
They take a little bit.
They do take a long time.
Has everyone seen Flashget's animation on Space Hulk? They're pretty good. They keep getting taken off of YouTube because he just uses copyrighted music.
That's pretty good. Jimmy Bob, keep up the good work with the recent content, guys. Great to see you guys really putting effort into the channel.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun making those
I
videos.
almost like the painting portion better than the building portion.
Ooh. I like it too. I don't know which portion's better though. Maybe I don't know. The painting's really neat. I think that there's a lot to learn in the painting.
Yeah. Oops, I painted again. I made some mistakes. I'm sure you guys are big Britney fans.
Yeah. That's what everyone was saying on the page. That's one of our next tier. Trey Flores. Clearly, they clearly Flash gets. They don't have money.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, they don't got 10 thou to just start spending. Yeah, you got to get a good Patreon going. Craig Turpin has a question. How did you cut a straight line with the scroll saw? Is there a fence of some sort?
See, actually, the tricky thing with the scroll saw is you really can't use a fence. Because the scroll saw is kind of going to cut differently depending on the material, depending on the thickness, depending on the blade you're using. So what I like to do is I like to pre-draw my line and then just correct while I'm cutting. And you can get just really, really accurate with like that. But no, it definitely won't work if you set up a fence, because the blade is probably just going to want to wander while you're cutting. Scroll saw is a wonderful tool. Absolutely amazing. But, yeah, it's not just going to, chop through something the same way like a miter saw would or a chop saw. It takes a little bit more finesse.
You've also been using that saw since you were a wee little lad.
I was a beb. I think I got that saw when I was like 14.
In 5 years old. You were like, your hands were like, you couldn't see what you were doing, but your hands were up there with the saw blade.
My dad was starting to get annoyed with me asking him to cut stuff. Yeah, and you really can't hurt yourself on a scroll saw. So it's a reciprocating blade, so you would, you might get nicked, but your instinct should remove your hand from the cut before the second, the saw has made another rotation. But yeah, everyone buy a scroll saw.
Kilgore Void, not with that attitude. It's true. I heard about someone. The saw stop table saws. They're great. They they stop when your fingies get in them. But in the architecture building, they were cutting a piece of wood, and then they slipped and they jammed their thumb into it, and so it stopped. But you're not supposed to punch the saw, so they were bleeding all over the place. And they had to go to the hospital.
You're not supposed to punch the moving saw blade. I think that's rule 1 of woodshop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because if you just touched it, it would stop and you'd be fine. But they punched it. They can't stop that fast.
Yeah. Yeah, table saw is one of the most dangerous tools. You can go real wrong real fast.
Especially when cutting particle boards.
Oh my god, your whole body is going to get sucked in there and mulched. All those holes to gum up the blade.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah. The wild world out there. I guess also if you had a fresh piece, you could just use the factory edge.
You could.
Too. That'd be nice. Man, must have sucked for the person waiting to use that saw.
That's a very good point.
But I bet they cleaned it up real quick. Although you have to replace the blade, and it's annoying. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah, it probably was a process. They probably shut down the place, wiped up the blood, took their sweet time replacing the blade, and then they were like, it's 6, it's time to go home.
Yeah. The architecture building was crazy because you were barely trained on how to use all the equipment, and they would just let you do it. And like the theater building, you had to be trained, you had to wear a little badge with what you knew how to use. People would question you. Like, what? Why isn't where's the consistency? It's the same saws, and if anything in the theater building they're doing weirder stuff with it. Dr. Drokel, my dad always said the moment you don't respect what this machine table saw can do to you is the moment you get hurt. That's very true. There was in a scene shop that we worked at, there was this one guy, and he was, I don't know why he did this, but he was pushing a piece of wood through with his dick.
Yeah, he was really tall, and so his dick was right at saw level. So he decided to use a little thrustage. And we were all praying for kickback.
And imagine it. It'd be absolutely fantastic.
Weirdly enough, though, it's in the manual to use your pelvis region to press press your material through the blade.
Exactly.
I think craftsman
Thrust
actually
stitch.
tells you to do that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good way to do it. Free circumcision. Yes.
I was in the market for a table saw, and I was watching safety videos, stumbled across a Mexican video that showed a guy losing his thumb.
Yep. Dr. Drokel. Maybe he misread push stick and thought it said push dick.
Probably.
Yeah, it probably did. It probably said push dick. No, he didn't know how to read. He was a good person though to have.
Yeah.
Big strong guy.
Although he
Big,
did cause
strong
what,
guy.
like
You always
10
want a
grand
big,
of
strong guy.
damage to our fly system. Because he didn't recognize he needed to take off more weight.
Remember when the arbor fell and the batten went up and then concrete rained
Yep.
down on us? It was awesome. It was super fun. We ran out there. That was crazy. Before I go to bed, that's the last thought that I have. And then when I wake up in the morning, that's
Yeah,
the
you
first thought
got
I
really
have.
lucky because you were loosening the little cable
was-
chain, and that
Yeah.
could have just popped off right in your face.
Yeah, because everyone was like, okay, yeah, Nick, take off the last piece that was holding the wall in place. I undid the bolts, and everything started flying. And I could have gotten slashed. Hack and slash. Lucky Bat. I took an art class, which had a shop, and we had to sign a form, but we were all allowed anywhere we wanted.
Yeah, you got free reign. I remember that.
Yeah. Free reign's pretty good, but you had to sign a form. I feel like that's a little bit more... That's better than the architecture building. You just show up. Dr. Drokel. Great video today. I just woke up from spooky drinking. It's a lot of drinking.
Spooky, 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 spooky.
Well... Ooh, yeah, and we should add a scene into OBS that's
Yeah.
bad as a GIF. You drinking. I'm sorry.
We need to do that.
Drinking. Oh my gosh. But make sure you prepare your liver, because you may or may not be drinking some more later. Maybe on Friday.
I've heard GENESTEALERS make a pretty good kill team. Does anybody know? Right off the top of their head? How many kill team points is a GENESTEALER? How many of these suckers do I have to paint up?
Look it up. Whoever figures it out first
We love you more.
is cool. Yeah. Nick's is wonderful. Thank you. Oh yeah. Craig Turpin says
Craig
7.5.
Turpin, I think that's a joke. I think everything's an even number.
Are you saying that he's full of shit?
It is possible.
That's pretty rude.
Although fast on the draw. I'll give him that.
Yeah, you know?
You know, sometimes you don't
It's always
even
good
need
to
to
be
be
a good
right if
guesser.
you're just wrong the fastest.
That's true. Dr. Drokel. 33
Third.
and a third.
It's
I think that's.
yeah.
Geez, imagine it being like that.
Oh.
You have to do
Mhm.
fraction math to be able to figure it out. It's kind of how it felt like with the chart.
Oh, the old like.
Remember the chart?
You know, take the ballistic skill minus the strength, and then read this chart, and then decide what you need to roll to hit. That was always a little odd.
Yeah, I like the new system.
Mm-hmm. The new system though does let
Perfect.
everything hurt everything. It's the only downside. Because before it was like, oh, I'm not going to use my guard to shoot at that tank because they'll never be able to hurt it. But now a 6 will always hurt it.
Mm-hmm. I always
That's
love
true.
a chance though. Chance the Rapper.
Mm-hmm. He
Made
did.
him-
Yeah, that was really nice of him.
Yeah, he took that picture just
Yeah.
for us. He's a Chicago guy. Very nice of him.
So chat,
So, do people? Oh,
I was gonna
no,
say,
you go ahead.
I am just about out of my P3 Thamar Black, and so does anybody else have a black paint they've really enjoyed? I've used Games Workshop's black, Vallejo's black, and now P3's black, and I think P3 was my favorite of those three. So does anybody have any black paint recommendations?
I like that someone's gonna say Army Painter.
Probably. I don't think I own Army Painter Black.
Although, is Army Painter
I don't
black
know.
good?
Vallejo Brown Black. That wasn't the question.
Ooh.
Zurich619, the model camera is looking extremely laggy. Can everyone confirm? Is it looking real laggy?
It's looking a
Little
little
laggy.
laggy.
Let me check. I'm dropping a small amount of frames. I'm dropping about 4%.
It's all about that frame. About that frame. No frame. Everyone's confirmed me. It's laggy.
Let me... Rats.
We're gonna have to point the satellite dish. I think we might be missing the satellite.
Why is my camera screen 0? Ah, because the brightness is at 0. There we go.
That would do it.
No, not that.
Now that you aren't moving, it's not
I
live
bet.
at all.
What? Oh, there it is. No, that's right.
No, there's an echo now. Apparently.
I can check for an echo. Yes, there is an echo. There should have been an echo this whole time. I had to recreate my I had to reintroduce my camera to OBS because it didn't want to appear
I love a good tech diff.
Mm-hmm. Army Painter matte black is pretty good. I'll have to give it a try. One for All Molotov black has been really nice, though a little watery. Badger Air Opaque black. I'm not really looking for an air paint. Craig Turpin, I don't prefer Army Painter, although recently I've been really enjoying their washes. I don't know. I've found Army Painter paints are a little bit too medium heavy for my liking. Like,
the picture's frozen.
it shouldn't be.
Your cam is
It
frozen.
is frozen. Why is it frozen? How was it frozen?
It's the curse of EOS utilities
so.
spreading.
Huh.
This is what happens when you complain about it being
I guess
laggy.
so.
Why did you do this?
Alright.
I'm gonna blame Craig for all of this.
You guys seeing anything now?
Yeah.
God, Lord Jesus, damn it. Every time it's counterclockwise, it's a
My favorite Lord.
counterclockwise rotation. It turns out that it's the other way. And then when I do it the other way, it turns out it's the other way. Now, this is the problem I was running into today. Hopefully, okay, I'm just going to keep doing counterclockwise because eventually it'll have to be right.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's my favorite Lord.
Nick is gone. Yes, because...
Or Art is here.
Why is Nick gone?
Why am I gone? Oh. Or maybe my little logo.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't know why it's gone, though. In terms of the organization, you should be there. That's bizarre. Well, he's here in spirit and in voice. All right, so we're back. Oh, the frame rates are droppage is higher. Good. But we have the camera back. I'll just describe everything that I'm doing now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely need a screen that's technical difficulties. Please hold while we barely fix it. This is the trouble of doing anything live. It's a little hit and miss. I would bet though that we're still bottlenecked by the streaming wirelessly. Yeah. Yep. Do 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 do. I want to play Kill Team. It's my song. If I was an anime character, that would be my theme song. Mm-hmm. That's a... Wait, Nick, speak. Oh, you might be gone. Where? Here, maybe I can add you in right now. NDI source. I don't know where you would have gone to, but... I don't see you on OBS, though. This one. Oop.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Now it looks like it's working.
Yeah? Am I back? Great. It looks like it is. That's good, because I was saying some really horrible stuff.
Yeah, holy moly. Thank goodness that didn't... yeah. If you had said that, canceled. You'd be in jail.
Yeah. Yep. You're not supposed to say what I was just saying over the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, spooky counter. I mean, hell, I'm spooked right now. We got some spirits. I think the ghoul messed with everything.
I think so. We were Nicholas.
We were Nicholas. I hate when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's always really awkward.
Yeah.
Nearly Nicholas stream.
It's weird that your voice vanished when I deleted the icon of you. Because it should be... It is two different things.
It is two different things.
Very, very odd.
I don't know.
It is spooky. It was a ghost. Maybe EonsOfBattle is haunted.
That's 100% true. World War Art. When will the next one come out again? I forgot. Friday.
Yes, we upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
We stream weeknights from 9 to 10 o'clock, and we stream on Saturday from 9 to whenever we feel like.
Yeah, and we have for patrons. We do. We're gonna do a Friday. We're gonna do an extended Friday one.
Gonna get wet and wild.
Yep. Be turning on the under the desk cams and everything. Not advertised because it's not true. Dr. Drokel, I don't know why, but I guess I always assumed you two were in the same room when doing these streams. I mean, typically I was underneath the desk, but I've since moved. Yeah.
Yeah, the way we do these streams is it's streaming from my computer, and I'm capturing video, and then Nick is Skyping into me.
Which is why it looks and sounds so great. But yeah, someday we'll have to. Well, we almost we almost had a stream in person.
Yes, because one day my computer wouldn't charge.
Yeah. But it was your house's
fault.
fault.
I blew a circuit and I didn't notice. It would have made a lot of sense though if my Mac cord was broken.
It would. It would make a lot of sense if your Mac was broken. If it just went up into flames. Kilgore Void. Do Zoom streams. That can't possibly go wrong. Exactly. Under the desk. Spooky.
If I were to get a new computer, though, I don't know if I would get a Mac. I want to play games a little.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I would get a Mac.
There's nothing I need from a
I'm
Mac.
torn.
There's some things I like. I like the layout. I like Mac OS. I like AirDrop. I like my phone and my
love
computer
AirDrop.
being paired.
Use that constantly.
So my phone knows my computer search.
No, they're Apple, not
and
pairs.
although I guess a Windows would know too, because I always use Chrome.
That's true. Yeah. I like. I mean, I use GarageBand. Because when Hans Zimmer and I collab on the music for Eons of Battle, we use GarageBand. It's pretty sick.
I own Fallout 4, and I want to play it. Goddammit! I bought it one day when I was on sale for like $5, knowing my computer couldn't run it. But I'm like, one day I will play. Renee, hello.
Hey, how are ya?
Welcome to our humble stream, where I paint and drop frames.
Drop it like it's hot. Judge, drop it like it's hot. Turbo Void. Yeah, my spouse got me a PC a few months ago. Oh my god, all the games I can play. That's pretty good. Yep. I have my my computer's dual booted, but it's turning into a problem because our Eons of Battle videos are taking up too much room. The last video, as we filmed a lot, so that was like 138 gigabytes of just things, and so I almost had to ditch my Windows partition in order to get the video done.
I like iPhone though. I don't think I would switch from iPhone.
Yeah, the thing that I don't like is how expensive they
Yeah.
are. They're really expensive.
Well, my iPhone 5 got me through 5 years. So my SE, if it gets me through 5 years.
If this phone breaks, I'm not getting another
Yeah,
iPhone.
that makes sense. Are you guys really getting really bad video? Because on my end, it says we're doing okay. It still says my CPU's doing really good. We're dropping like 4%. What does YouTube tell me?
Yeah, I don't. It's like once a week. It's like this bad.
Yeah. Before though, it was like, oh yeah, you're dropping 60%. We're in the red. Right now, I'm not getting any error reports.
It's odd.
The hand cam is glitching out.
Yeah. Dr. Drokol never understood the draw for Mac. Overpriced, and apparently they do whatever they can to prevent repairs so they can sell more overpriced units. Oh boy, I've done a lot of repairs on Macs. I think those people are quitters, to be honest with you. Yeah, you have to rip the battery out and it might break and spill all over your computer, but come on, take a risk. I had a trackpad poop out on me, and I had to scrape the battery out of the computer, which is pretty ridiculous. I also had a fan go bad, and I dropped the computer, and I had to replace the screen. But it was all doable. It's a pain, though. It is a pain. But you watch one YouTube video, and you're good to go. The face cam is fine. I have a theory on the lag.
Ooh, I want to hear it.
I think my theory is This is sponsored by Game Theory, everyone's favorite
welcome
YouTube channel.
to Game Theory. Clickbait, clickbait, clickbait. No, Game Theory is fine.
What do
I don't
they do?
know.
I remember watching them back in the day, but I think it's the USB connection from the phone to
It could
the computer.
totally be that. It could 100% be that.
I think that's what it is.
But, you know, how do we fix it? I could try a new cord.
Yeah, I don't know. What I would like to do, yeah, would be interesting is if maybe we'll do a little test stream or something. We should try my camera
with your
see how it performs. If it has the same problem, and if it does, then we know that it's probably the connection.
Yeah, USB isn't the hottest thing in the world, and my Mac ports are a little bit loved.
You're just shoving things in them, Dr. Drokel. It's not that they can't be repaired. Apple does what they can to prevent easy access to replacement parts, even going so far as to have parts seized by customs when they hit U.S. shores. I don't know. I've never had. I don't think I've ever had a problem in terms. I've always had big problems. Like, you can get the screen, you can get a fan, you can get a trackpad, but like if a specific chip breaks, it's probably hard to get it.
Yeah.
Killer Void, we are switching to dial-up. There's this new thing called America Online. It's pretty sick. I think it's abbreviated to AOL.
Yes.
And we're going back to that, or not back to it. We're switching to something a lot better.
How did Mac seize Mac upgrade or repair parts at customs? Isn't seizures done by police?
I don't know how that works.
I mean, it could have been that like they were stolen, because it's all made at the same plant in China, I'm sure.
Right.
If it was stolen goods, that would make sense why it was seized. I think Mac is overly in love with their like. Oh,
they like an ecosystem.
Our ecosystem. Everything is Mac. It is beauty. It is grace. Why would you ever need to fix an Apple computer? They're perfection. It's a work of art.
Yeah.
When your computer,
which I
don't know if I like the machined aluminum. It's kind of heavy. Like, we have really high tech plastics now. It's hard to believe aluminum is the thing to make a laptop out of, considering no one else does it, right? Does anyone else make an aluminum body laptop?
Yeah. I don't think that there's many.
I'm sure back in the day when they're like, oh god, these things get hot, it made sense. But
mine gets really fucking hot. Exporting a video.
US utilities.
Ooh.
Cooking.
Yeah. That's
it is Canon's fault. I could fry an egg on my computer whenever I'm capturing painting video.
Dr. Dross, counterfeit parts, even though they're being made by the same factories as the parts used in the units, because Apple didn't order them. They say they are fake.
Maybe. I don't think Apple's like a mustache twirling villain. I just think they're a dumb tech company that's a little up its own butt right now.
They're up its own tin. Yeah. The only thing, because if this computer craps out, because I have I bought a Mac in 2012, MacBook Pro, perfect, worked out great. Got a little messed up. I abused it a little bit. My fault. I was able to fix it all, and then I decided to buy a new one in like 2018, and it's messed up. It's definitely a little messed up. It has the touch bar, and it flashes. Like, part of it flashes when you like don't touch the trackpad. And it doesn't really matter for me right now because I have a screen, like a secondary display, so I don't even use the screen that's built in or the trackpad or any of that garbage. But it's certainly annoying that I spent a lot of money and that it's messed
Yeah.
up. Although I did buy refurbished, so it could be that. It could have been already messed up when
I think we
bought
just
it.
got to the I think we just got to the issue right there.
But when you save 500
Yeah.
bucks, you save
Yeah,
500
you can deal
bucks.
with a little
I'll deal
blinky
with a little
blink.
issue. Also, it's a part that I can
Mhm.
replace, but I have to take out the battery again. So I don't know if I really want to do it. Well, not this. I took out battery of the other computer, so this would be a new scraping out the battery for
Ooh,
this
Renee
one.
has a question. What do I think of the new
Fresh.
Giants for Age of Sigmar and the price? Think I've seen the model and it looks unbelievably cool. I don't know the price. Here, let's see if I can Google something without you guys seeing no more frames. Games. Renee, are they released or is it just like Bella La Soul's stuff going on? Shop. Age of Sigmar. Gotta be under new release, right? Age of Sigmar is so cool. Ooh, alright. So there's it looks like there's five giants. It looks like there's one kit that makes 3 giants, and then there's a double giant kit that I'm guessing are a fair bit smaller.
A DJ?
The Gatebreaker Mega Gargants, the Kraken Eater Mega Gargants, and the War Stomper Mega Gargants. Oof, $195 though. That's a lot. Although if you're buying secondhand, you're getting 15% off, so that's like $30 off. That's still a lot. That's still a lot. You know what though? It's too much, but it's also kind of not too much. Cause like if your army is 4, like 2 of the big guys and then 2 sets of the little guys, then you're spending like $300-$400. But how much is an army? Probably about the same. Oh, and they're really cool looking. Yeah, a nice clean hundo would have been a little easier to swallow. I think they're as big as like Knights Titan or Imperial Knights though. I almost called them Knight Titans, like Miniac. Getting me all excited.
Jeez. You're throwing some shade.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the video that he had?
I did not.
I watched a little bit of it. It's good. It's a very good video. And he did an amazing job on it.
You get Craig Turpin. You get half a model. Who gets half a model? Craig Turpin. Yeah, 200 is a lot of money.
200. Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like big flagship models. I could, like, if I was collecting a giant army and I just had to buy one, I'd probably do it. Just so that I can rock up and be like, yeah, all your plebby little, guys on horseback or your pathetic archers, I'm bringing a giant.
You get half for a War Stomper kill team. Is what he was referring to.
It's just the feet.
Yep.
To make it into Warcry. Warcry isn't kill team though. We established that. You can buy a bunch of giants for one Krieg guardsman. That is very true. That is very, very true. So, I don't know. It's a lot. It's probably too much.
It is a lot.
It's cool though. So. R.I.P. Krieg. Are they getting rid of Krieg? That's hard to believe. Aren't they the top seller at Forge World?
I think the 2 squats are.
Yes, of course. Yeah, because Kilgore Void just buys them every time they come back in stock.
Yep.
You can get a digital-only PS5? What does that even mean?
Is that true? That's kind of fun. It's a discless. Ah, yeah. It's discless.
I thought they were all discless.
No, they used it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like, why would they need a disc?
I mean, what if you want to buy a game and put it in there?
That makes no sense. So no disk drive, really, really, like, you're saving a bundle, I guess.
You're saving, according to this article, you're saving for $50 or $100.
That's incredible, because I thought, like, a disk drive was, like, 50 cents to have in the unit.
It's too big of a benefit to give up on for your game console. I'm reading an actually article.
Actually.
Actually, it's really bad that they have the digital-only version.
You know what?
Ultra HD Blu-ray.
I would probably rather have I would rather have a Giant than a PS5.
Yeah,
I'd probably get 100 hours out of painting that Giant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want a PS5.
Ah, Zerg619 has something in the subred.
The Krieg are no longer have their own unique rules. Just they use Imperial Guard rules.
I have an ad.
You have an ad?
Yeah, I'm watching. So Zerg619 put a link on our subreddit for the Grot tank for Warhammer 40k, which is a scratch build.
Ah, neat. I love a lot of the Forge World orc
Looks
stuff.
sick. Here, I'll send you this video. You'll have to watch it. It looks neat.
One day I will buy the orc war boss on motorbike from Forge World, because that is a sick model. Do you know how many digital-only games have disappeared forever because they never received a physical release? If it's a digital game featuring a licensed property, the rights will lapse at some point, and the game may never be offered for sale again.
That's true.
If it made its way onto the internet, though, it's still available. Nothing dies on the internet. a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, I remembered this game I used to play when I was 9, called Tanks. It was a CD-ROM game. I think I bought it from like Walmart, and I would play it all the time. I didn't know the name of the game. I didn't know anything about it. All I remembered is I used to play it. I found it. I found somebody who had a copy of it, who had put it online, downloaded it to my computer, tried to play it, couldn't play it because I kept getting like vertigo, but I could do it.
I want someone. I mean, I think at some point, someone will make an emulator for everything.
Mm-hmm. Hey, would you like to play a game? Any game you've ever heard of or can think of?
War games.
I mean, there is a tabletop online, or tabletop simulator online.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a little janky, but it works.
Zerg619. Question: if a weird boy paints its face red, will it think faster?
I think it would.
I probably.
If it believes it would think faster, it would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this Grot tank looks neat, and I'll have to take a look. Looks like a fun vid.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to find out what the internet thinks about the price of the Giants.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure if someone asked, people hate it. It sounds like people hate it.
Yeah, I mean, you could get 2-star collectings for that.
That's true.
It is very high. I would have guessed maybe, solid hundo would be beautiful. 150.
Mm-hmm.
But, 195.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money for a model.
I wonder if the Titan is gonna, or if the Giants are gonna become the new hotness though for people who just like painting. Because think about that in terms of $200 is not anything if you're someone who paints like garage kits or busts. That is nothing.
Kilgore Void. You can buy 4 recruit packs for that.
You could have an army of Necrons and a bunch of Space Marines. Is that the single most expensive game model they've ever put out? Probably. I know they've put out some expensive stuff before. Like they used to put out like holiday bundles that were $200, but you got a lot. I bought that for Necrons one time. You get so much in those.
Ooh. Kilgore Void brings up the Forge World models.
Oh God, yeah. Every single person who's bought a Warlord Titan is dumb. I don't even think it's that cool. The Warlord Titan. There's don't buy it. You're gonna play with it once. Like, it's you're gonna drop it, and it's just gonna crumble into Forge World dust because Forge World resin is not high quality. It is not worth a car.
Wow. Ooh.
It is a dumb model.
Now we're just full of hot takes.
What would have been really cool, I kind of get why they can't do this, but for years people have been kit bashing their own Titans. It would have been really cool if Forge World just sold the weapons and then said, hey, wargaming community, figure out the Titan. That would have been really cool. Like a call to action. I mean, they don't do that because a whole bunch of people went out and bought the Warlord Titan. Dropped $2,000.
Yeah, blame the goose bags that bought them. Those goose bags.
Dropped $1,000, and then they probably dropped another $500 on weapon options.
Those rich people with their mansions, Kilgore Void, rolling up in their Cybertruck.
It looks like it's about that time, folks. But if I just want to ask one more question. Does anybody like any of the Forge World Titans? The Warhound, the Reaver, or the Warlord? You could just put some tinfoil on your little cousin's head as a proxy. The Necron Serapek Heavy Construct with Singularity Generators is $400. Oh, my money goes to squats. We have established. Yes, of course. I personally like the look of the Reaver. I might buy... One day I might buy the little Reaver for Adeptus Titanicus. Because I like him. I like the way he looks. I like that he's a little silly. He looks like a nice in between the old like garage kit armor cast models and the modern 40k. They're near but not worth the money at all. Bring back Epic 40k. I think they might be planning on bringing back Epic 40k because I believe Aeronautica Imperialis and Adeptus Titanicus are both in the same scale. Good night, Craig Turpin.
Yeah, good night.
And good night, everybody.
We'll see you all later. We'll have a new video out on Friday. Streaming all week. 9 p.m. Central.
Yeah. And go watch the Halloween video a couple more times. Good night.
Yeah. Share with your mom.